Happy New Year, everyone. We are live here for another Jazz Games here, New Year's Day. Just want to say Happy New Year again. And it's another one. It's another Utah Jazz game here. My name is Analyst Sim. You can call me Simmer. And we're going to watch some Utah Jazz now. I'm just getting ready to set things up. Sorry, apologies, a bit late. There's a few things I had to go up and sort out first. But we are here. We're going to get things going. So I did read online now that there are a lot of changes. As you can see here from the title, that Utah Jazz they've got some injuries. Lauri's out. Keyonte George is out. Now, these could be legit reasons. But as we spoke in 2025, a lot of these could just be simple matter of the tank. Either way, the Jazz are in a position right now where there are going to be some changes. And at least according to, I think it's Andy Lawson, who is one of the beat writers for the Utah Jazz this season, we've got Isaiah at the 1, Svi Mykhailiuk at the 2, Bryce Sensabaugh at the 3, Taylor Hendricks at the 4, and then Kyle Filipowski at the 5. And that is a lineup we haven't seen. And I'll say this first. Good that Isaiah Collier is getting a start. For a sec, I did think Walter Clayton might get a start, but I guess Isaiah being more the senior one, he's getting a start, but that's fine. Svi Mykhailiuk, we haven't seen in a while. And as we heard from the last game, I know I didn't put up the press conference and me watching the press conference what Will Hardy was talking about, but it's good to see Svi Mykhailiuk back. Svi Mykhailiuk has been out for actually quite a while and probably hasn't played in at least in the last 5 games. Definitely hasn't started in the last 5 games, and I don't think he's had much minutes in the last 5 games. So it's good to see him back too. They're just putting the lineup there on TV. Svi Mykhailiuk playing the 3, Taylor Hendricks at the 4, and Bryce Sensabaugh at the 2. But as we know, Bryce and Svi, they can play the 2 and the 3 respectively. So hopefully there's going to be some good synergy there going forward in this game. We're definitely going to see Walter Clayton in this game. No way is Isaiah Collier going to come up in this game playing all the minutes. So it will be something. Game's getting ready to start. Clippers, this is going to be a big game. Now, they were the first game this season of the 2025-2026 season that the Jazz played. And the Jazz, for me, got a surprise win, and they started out on fire. Like, we end up winning that game, I think, by 30, if I'm not mistaken, or 25. Like, we were fantastic. This is now a different kettle of fish. In the last 5 games, Clippers they brought the game back, and they've been playing really well. And they're the team on form. And all we can do right now is just to play the way in which we know how to play. And I'll leave it at that. Obviously, we're going to see the return of John Collins, former Jazz player in this game. So it could be really, really interesting. We all know about the Chris Paul stuff with the Clippers. So I know there's a lot of that on everybody's mind and what that means for the Los Angeles Clippers. So it should be pretty interesting. But we're going up against some of the best players that have ever played the game in James Harden and Kawhi Leonard. And they are always going to be a big one. And game has started, and James Harden is already to the line. He shoots and scores a free throw there, and it's begun. Shout out to the 2 people there that's watching. Happy New Year to you too. I hope you're doing well so far. And yeah. So it's going to be Jazz ball right here. Isaiah Collins got the ball. Some really good defense there by the Clippers. Filipowski playing at the 5. Surprised to see Nurkic not starting. And I got to say that I'm actually quite disappointed at that. I've been talking about anti-tank all along. And from what I see right now, it's straight tankathon. Like this is so I got the Jazz lineup here. Yeah. Nurkic isn't even on the bench. Jazz are trying to lose this game. Jazz are trying to lose this game. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. And as you know, I'm anti-tank, so I'm really hoping the Jazz win this game. It's unlikely, but I got to believe because that's my team. That's just, it is what it is. Oscar Tshiebwe is on the bench, which is good to see. Obviously, Cody Williams is on the bench. Walter Clayton, we talked about. And Kyle Anderson is on the bench there. So the Jazz really got an 8-man rotation going on there. Jazz have got to, these young Jazz players, like, they really have to stand up. They see, like, even though I've talked about this being a tank event, a tankathon, we really need these young players there to step up. We really need to see like who's gonna come out and shine. And I was thinking about this earlier on today. Cody Williams, Taylor Hendricks. What can Svi do? Svi's had his moments this season, but we really need to see. Nice mid-range jumper there by James Harden. Clippers starting out really well right now. Like, you could just see there's no synergy there. Bryce Sensabaugh just off the elbow. They're going for a mid-range. He misses, and Filipowski not able to get the rebound. James Harden with a 3. That is nothing but air, but James Harden getting the foul. Oh, God. That time, Taylor Hendricks with the foul. That is not a good one. Not a good one at all. It looks like James Harden's going to go to the line to shoot 3. He shoots his first one, makes it. I mean, I really expect James Harden to get all of these. Larry Markkinen there he's not playing, but he's there on the bench. Ace Bailey, he's out with a hip flexor. And I'm looking at the look on some of their faces right now. Walker Kessler's out there. He's sitting behind the bench. But I really do think that, they're just, I think that the Jazz are resting players right now. I'm going to be completely honest about it. I know there's a lot of people out there that, is more than happy with this, but like, yeah, I hate tanking, man. This is just disgusting. We have stripped our team to the bare bones. Filipowski there with a layup. Oh, Filipowski with a miss. Just not been able to get up high enough with that. The Jazz are 0-9. Make that 0-11, courtesy of a Kawhi dunk. 11 for the Clippers, 0 for the Jazz. And typically, Will Hardy, if this was any other players on the court, Will Hardy would have been fuming. Fuming. He comes on the court, the attitude is, yep, coming, guys. Coming. You know why? Because we're tanking today. That's what we're doing. We'll be tanking for our whole lives if we don't watch. Nevertheless, game is on break because of a timeout, clearly by the Utah Jazz. I mean, at the very least, somebody's got to put the ball in the basket. And yeah, we're really gonna see like what our players are made of. Is Filipowski the guy that I think he could be someone there that could go out there and drop 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, a block, and a steal per game? That's what we're going to find out today. Because from what I see, I don't know. But that's what we're going to find out. Shout out to the 3 people that is watching, 4 people that is watching the stream. Much appreciated. Happy New Year once again. I hope you have a good New Year's Day. I think this is the last game of the day. Some of the other games are getting ready to finish off. But let me know what you've been doing New Year's. Have you watched any other games? I haven't really watched a lot of the other games. I've just been resting, relaxing, enjoying myself, catching up on some TV shows. New Fallout TV show, really great. If you haven't watched it, definitely watch it. I'm kind of getting ready for this game. All right, game getting ready to come back on. They're now showing some of the images from some of the fans in the stadium. Okay, it looks like it's going to be Jazz Ball. Yusuf Nurkic is now on the bench. Oh, loving that bright green outfit, Nurkic. He looks like a big bottle of Mountain Dew right there, Yusuf Nurkic. He's out tonight there. You want me to believe that he's also got an injury? Where's Kevin Love there? Filipowski right there trying to set things up. Cody Williams is on the floor right now. Oh, that's a 3. It's a 3 ball. First 3 ball of the game. If you're new to the stream, every time there is a 3, I put a little sound effect on there because we have to celebrate. That one there deserves a 3. Filipowski again there, missing with the hook shot. All right, we got Steve Mihailuk on Kawhi. Kawhi's going to make him dance. Step back 3. It's a miss. And I think that is done there. Again, another former Jazz player. Backcourt violation. It's going to be Jazz ball. Jazz still down by 14. Just terrible. Just terrible. All right. Isaiah there. He's got Isaiah on Filipowski. See Mihailuk. Can see Mihailuk get the Jazz some points? No, he passes out to Flip. 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 Is he going to go flip mode? Snow Svi. No, it's another miss by 3 for the Jazz. And it's all Clippers right now. All Clippers. The Jazz have no scoring touch right now. We have Jazz down by 16. James Harden gets a 2. Will Hardy called another timeout. Like this is what happens when you tank. Like I'm sorry. Like I genuinely think that they're tanking. I'll be right back. I need to get my water, man. I'm really annoyed about this game already. Yep. Sorry, guys, but it is quite clear on what the Jazz are doing right now. And this is full-blown tank. There is no way to even be able to get around it, to pretend as though like that's not what's going on. That is what this is going on right now. And I know that there are a lot of people that chose not to watch this game because they felt that that is what it was looking like, especially when you have seen how the Jazz started off this game. Game's starting to come back on right now. Showcasing Lauren Green, giving somebody a Jazz jersey. Whoop-tee frickin' do. All right. Game start up again. Jazz ball now. Isaiah Collier back into the game. All right, finally get a bucket, courtesy of some good team play that winds up in the hands of Cody Williams. And Cody Williams gets the Jazz the first points. So already, we started this game off down by 14. Kawhi Leonard there with a mid-range. He gets fouled. Not one that time by Svi Mykhailiuk. Kevin Love is getting rest, supposedly. Why does Kevin Love need rest? Like, he's been resting now for at least a week. Now, I can't remember the last time Kevin Love played. And he definitely hasn't played heavy minutes. Supposedly, that was by Andy Lawson. Kevin Love is getting rest. Yusuf Nurkic is out. Lauri's out. Keyonte's out with an illness, and Ace is still out. Yeah. What a joke. What a joke. All right. Kawhi gets both the free throws. Jazz are down by 16, and Isaiah tries to set things up. Kyle Anderson is in the game. Good to see Kyle Anderson there. At least we got some experienced vets. Come on now. Isaiah out. Filipowski with a three. It's a miss. Flip hasn't been great at shooting threes so far this season. James Harden with a three. It's a miss. It's the three miss game. Isaiah's got to drive. We got to start forcing stuff. I know Isaiah with a three. Oh, there we go. My guy. There we go. Love that. Isaiah hasn't been a great shooter, but he's improving. And now that three ball is landing just right. Oh, it's a steal by Bryce Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh getting a three. Jazz have 7 points now, 5 minutes to go. They are down by 11, so it's getting down. Clippers have missed the last few shots. They've tried to take threes. Maybe those old man bones there by the Clippers. I shouldn't be disrespectful because I'm old myself. Brooks Lopez with a three. That's a miss. Jazz get the ball back though. Come on now. Let's start to do something. Let's go. Let's ramp this up. It's three by the Jazz. That's going to be a foul. Should have been a foul on Filipowski right there. He gets fouled while taking a three. Oh, it's a steal by the Jazz, courtesy of Bryce. Well done, Bryce. That's going to be a foul there by James Harden. Just watching some of the Lost Jazz's plays right there. Good defense there by Bryce Sensabaugh for getting the steal. Bryce Sensabaugh there with 2 points and 2 steals so far. Not bad. All right. Inbound pass comes from Isaiah. Flip is going to set things up. Oh, my God. Slow-mo there messing things up. Oh. And on the other end, there's a layup there. I don't recognize who that is. I need to go check the numbers. Who is number 5 for the Clippers? Derek Jones Jr. He gets a layup. All right, Jazz come on the other end. Try to go after a layup. But it looks like former Jazz man John Collins, looks like he gets a block on that one. But I think he got some of the hand by Bryce. I know it doesn't. Still going to be Jazz ball there. Bryce has gone to the bench now. It's going to be a lot of minutes for these guys. Cody trying to go for a layup, but a miss. Swing and a miss by Cody. Kawhi there coming. Kawhi there out to James Harden with a 3. Isaiah right there getting the rebound. Oh, Jesus Christ, Cody, what the devil? Oh. Oscar Tshiebwe is in the game. Great one, Oscar. You know what? That deserves a clap. I think these are the first couple minutes that Oscar Tshiebwe has managed to get so far this season. He did have like a short set of like maybe a minute in a game, literally a minute in a game. But I'm pretty sure I didn't see him that he was able to get. Jazz there give up another couple of points there, that time by the Rook. Jan Conan Niederhauser gets a bucket there for the Clippers. Jazz there down by 15. And still going to be Clippers ball. They make a couple of changes then. The old vet, Nicholas Batum, French international, is in there as well now. Slow-mo still in there. Kyle Anderson. Still got Cody. But this time Walter Clayton is in the game. And he's playing with Tshiebwe. Oh, and Svi Mykhailiuk. Looks like Bryce is coming back in the game. These is going to be lots of rotations. We only got 8 guys out there now. 8-man rotation. I mean, maybe we probably could have called Elijah Harkless out, but because they want to tank, they don't want good defense. They don't want good defense. That's why they ain't calling out Elijah Harkless from the G League. All right, slow-mo there with a hook. He misses. Clippers with 24 points right now. 24. Jazz got 7. And that's a foul there by... Oh, no, that foul's got to be on John Collins on Walter Clayton. He just comes running like that's a poor screen. There's no way you're calling that on Walt. That's ridiculous. Walt is just even standing there. He's not even looking in the direction of John Collins. And I think John Collins is going to the bench. Should be Jazz, but they're actually reviewing this. Oh, it's a coach's challenge on that foul. There's no way that should be. I'm sorry, right? Walter Clayton is standing there. He runs directly into him, John Collins. Like, there's no way, like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense whatsoever. Oh, they're saying Kyle Anderson pushes John Collins into Walter Clayton. So it's been overturned. And Collins is going to go to the line. Let me fix this camera slightly. All right, John Collins in the line to shoot 2. He makes the first one. We know how good John Collins is. Like, he's still relatively young, athletic, can shoot the mid-range, shoot the 3. Like, he was fantastic last season. I'd have had no problem keeping him. You know, they might have gotten him in a trade to be a rotation player, but they definitely need his legs. All right, Walter Clayton up, passing it out to Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson to Sheboy. Sheboy there back to Walter Clayton. Walter Clayton there to Sheboy. Oh, block on Sheboy. Oh, that's actually a good block there. That time by Derek Jones Jr. Derek Jones Jr. trying to set things up. Jazz get a steal, courtesy of Kyle Anderson. Can they get something back? Bryce Sensabaugh there with a 3. It's a miss. It's a miss by Bryce. This quarter is so bad. The Jazz have scored 7 points versus the Clippers 26. Make that 28. James Harden there with a bucket. Jazz are down by 21. They're down by 21. Kyle Anderson there getting a bucket. Jazz there with 9. They have an opportunity to get 1. I hate this game, man. This game just reeks of tanking, like to the nth degree. All right, Kyle Anderson puts the Jazz in double-digit points for the first time. Let's give us some clapping for that. We're going to clap for something good in this game because so far, like, we've been atrocious. But understandably, because our starting 5. Oh, that's a miss by Jan Konen Niederhausen. Bryce Sensabaugh there with a layup. He gives the Jazz 12. Jazz are still down a lot by 16. Jan there with his length gets the rebound. All right. Sheboy's got to track his run on her. Jan there. Oh, that's a block by Sheboy. Blocked by Kyle Anderson there from behind on Jan. Oh my God, it's a steal. Bryce Sensabaugh losing the ball. Come on, guys. All right, James Harden there out. Oh, that's another block by that time by Svi Mykhailiuk. Derek Jones Jr. with a 3. And that's a 3 there for Derek Jones Jr. Clippers up 31 compared to the Jazz's 12. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Did I mention that I hate tanking? For this very same reason. Especially in my first season as doing this YouTube stuff, man. Like, why do I have to be the one to go through this tank? Nevertheless, it was a foul on Walter Clayton Jr. and he's to the line to shoot 2. Walt hits his first bucket. Jazz are on 13. Clippers on 31. 57 seconds left in the first quarter. All right, Walt buries both of them. I believe that's his first set of points of the game so far. It's just like not good enough, man. Yeah, like you gotta say, like, the guys that is playing today, like, these are the guys that are in danger of getting replaced. Like, this is where you start to see what are the real depths in this team. Kyle Anderson with a fadeaway. He gets it. Nice one there by Kyle Anderson. We got 34 seconds left of the first quarter. James Harden there. He picks up the ball now. Walter Clayton's got to do a good job. Oh, nice fadeaway there by James Harden. Oh, he gets a miss. Just managed to roll out. All right. Kyle Anderson with the ball now. Walter Clayton's got to find some space. People have got to find space. Kyle Anderson going to set things up. Is he going to hit a slow-mo three? Oh, Kyle Anderson there, that big body. Nothing but length. Oh, he gets fouled. Good. He's going to go to the line. We got 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Hopefully, you can take the Jazz to 18. All right, Kyle Anderson misses his first one. He ain't going to take us to 18. Can you at least take us to 17? Can you take us to 17? Because right now the Jazz are down by 17. Sorry, by 15. All right, he takes us to 17. Jazz are down by 14, though. All right, we got to stop James Harden there from shooting the three. All right, he does miss the long one. And the first quarter is over. Thank God. What an embarrassment of first quarter. I mean, I've seen worse from the Jazz this season, but this is it's because of the players that we have out there. There's no other reason like for it. This is the fact that we don't have our best players out there. And everybody out there could try to tell me that, this isn't the tank, but this is the tank. And yeah, this is just, it is what it is. So Jazz are now down by a lot. Down by what, 14? And we got a long way to go. When you look at the stats of the first quarter, it's pretty apparent what it is. Field goal, the Jazz have a 30% field goal percentage. I mean, the Clippers aren't even that much better. That's how sorry both teams have been. Clippers at 40% from the field. They're shooting 20% from three, and the Jazz are shooting 12.5% from three. The Jazz are 80% from the free throw line, and the Clippers are 100%. And they've shot 11 threes compared to our 5. I don't think the Clippers are a good team. But again, this game still screams it's tank, because I think if you had Keontae George and even Nurkic and Kevin Love there, I think we would probably have enough to be way closer, if not beating them. Like, I don't think that they're that good. They got some good pieces. I like John Collins, obviously Kawhi and James Harden, but they're not efficient at all. We do have a chat. Yeah, I appreciate that, because you know what? Hey, what's up, D-Rom, man? Like, D-Rom says, it's tough to be a Jazz fan, but at least the team is fun to watch when everyone plays. Yeah. Thing is, in most situations, I don't have a problem being a Jazz fan. It's when it's games like this, man. Like, see, I don't like tanking, and I sometimes could make excuses for myself and be like, hey, they're just giving guys opportunities. But this game, this game is full blown tank. There's no even getting away from it. And that's the part that annoys me. And I get it. Guys need to get minutes, but like not like this. Like you get minutes like through the flow of regular games. You know, if you want to give Cody Williams like 7-8 minutes a game in like just a regular game, like fine. I can accept that. I've seen it this season. Like Cody didn't even start off that well, and I can't remember which game it was. It might have been the Celtics game earlier on in the season, and we were playing awful on defense. And Will Hardy played Elijah Harkless and Cody, and they played like 15 minutes each, and like it was great, like that was well deserved because they did things in the game to deserve it. But I'm watching this game, and a lot of these guys haven't deserved to play. Like they don't deserve to be out there on the court, and that's the sad thing about it. Because now it's just like sport is supposed to be like a meritocracy. Like you play, it's supposed to be a reflection of life. You play well, you get rewarded with either accolades or just more game time. Like it's what we all go through, like I got a job, I'm sure you got a job, D-Rom, and unless you're a teenager, like and even then you got a job to go to school, you got things that you got to do, and it's yeah. Yeah, sorry for the grumbling, but this is a frustrating one because like I can't convince myself this is a regular game, and you could even see in the crowd. I mean I know they're in LA, but all right, John's doing pretty well right now, kind of doing well on the rebound. They're rebounding together. Walter Clayton there with a three. Walter Clayton hits a three. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice one there by Walt. Maybe that should be the goal there for this game, to see what like the guys can do. Like these guys here that are, regular rotation players and guys that they're on the fringes, like who shows up? Because at the very least, those are going to be the guys that are going to be your regular rotation guys. Like, Isaiah normally doesn't get more than 10 points in a game. He always flirts with like a double double or a triple double. He'll wind up with like 7 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. Maybe this is the game where he gets a double double or a triple double. Same thing like with Walt. Like Walt might wind up with 25 tonight. Um, Bryce might wind up with 25 tonight. This is probably a game where you kind of expect Bryce Sensabaugh to really show up. Third-year player. Like he's got lots of NBA experience now. Isaiah Collier there with some spin move. But I don't think I'm like being an ungrateful fan by saying that, hey, I just want my team to give a crap and go out there and give 100%. I could take losses, but this is this is going to be different. Um, got another comment there in the chat. Again by D-Rom. Thanks, D-Rom, for the comments. D-Rom says, yeah, they need to earn minutes. I feel the same. Yeah. Yeah. But like you said before, at least we get to see them. We get to make another kind of judgment call on the guys, and I think that's really what we're getting out of the game. But I just don't want to get embarrassed, man. Like this Clippers team has had a great run of form. Um, like the Jazz are kind of coming back into this game. Clippers on 35, Jazz are on 26. Jazz are only down by 9. And there was a time where we were down by 14. Lots of missed threes right now by the Clippers. Very interesting. And Isaiah there just pulling the strings. Like setting Cody Williams there gets a bucket. Yeah. Maybe this is that kind of game. Maybe we're gonna see like Isaiah Collier with a triple-double, Walter Clayton there with a double-double. He might wind up with 25 and 10. So I'll take it for what the game is, but I'm just making it clear. Like I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. All right, they're showing some highlights of some of the lost plays there by Isaiah Collier. Setting the Jazz up real nice. Um, Getting Kyle Anderson a bucket, Cody Williams there a bucket in that last couple of plays. Now Kawhi's going to the line to shoot too, and he's probably going to make this. He's got 11 points right now, and then that should put. Oh, he misses the first one. Filipowski coming in the game. A little chat there between Filipowski there and John Collins. That's nice to see. Kawhi there misses both. Wow. And Cody Williams there getting a bucket, and he gets fouled. Cody's going to go to the line. I got to say, I did like that layup there by Cody. Did like that look. And he takes it in traffic, which is good. And he had Kawhi on him nevertheless. Yeah, got to say I was quite impressed by that with Cody. All right, Cody going to the line to shoot one. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but the Jazz are coming back into this game. Jazz are now down by 5 after being down by, 24 at one point? This is what kind of game is this? What is this? Clippers score, but we were down by more than 20 in this game. Like, we took so long to score, and now we're only down by 7. Isaiah Collier turns the ball over there on that last play. Just gets hit on contact and bumbles the ball out. But boy, this is a game. All right, Kawhi Leonard there with a 3. Oh, he hits a 3. And if he starts getting going, Kawhi Leonard, then we got a problem. Jazz that down by 10. All right, Walt there out. Do not take a 3, Cody. Please don't take a 3. Walter Clayton out there to Cody. Cody takes a 3. He misses. And Clippers get the rebound. Jazz still down by 10, though. Maybe if they could get a stop and initiate something. Kawhi passing it back to John Collins. John Collins setting the screen there up for Kawhi. Jazz don't get the rebound. Brook Lopez with a 3. Jazz there letting too many second chance opportunities happen. Now John Collins is going to go to the line to shoot 2, but Will Hardy calls a timeout. And I'm just looking at some of the expressions on like Lauri Markkanen's face. Like, he just looks like, ugh. He looks like how I look right now. KEYONTE isn't there though, which I figure that must mean that he actually generally is sick, and that's fine. That's fine, but like I just refuse to believe that like all of them. Yeah, I should stop complaining, but I just can't help it. Like I can't help myself. Okay, what do we got here now? So, in terms of performance, looking at how this game has gone, I'm going to talk about the Clippers later, but I need to talk about the Jazz. So, in terms of points, Kyle Anderson has the most points with 8, followed by Cody Williams with 6. Like, boy, I'm definitely living in the twilight zone. Cody Williams as our second highest scorer. Well done to Cody. And then Then it's Walter Clayton Jr. Yeah, then it's Walt. Assists is all Isaiah with 2, Bryce with 2. But Isaiah's got 3, 2, and 2. It's pretty good for his numbers. Bryce has got 4, 2, and 1. But you gotta say it's Kyle Anderson's. He's having a great game so far. He's leading there for the Jazz. And then for the Clippers, it's Kawhi with 16. I mean, it's Kawhi, like you expect that. And James Harden there with 11. And then after those two, that's where there's the drop. Then there's Derek Jones Jr. with 5. And then we got John Collins there with 4. But he's got 8 rebounds. They're showing some John Collins highlights for the Jazz. John Collins was really good. Like, really good John Collins. All right, John Collins about to shoot 2. He makes it. All right. Clippers up by 11. We got 6 minutes, 44 seconds left. And he gets the second one, John Collins. All right. So we got Chris Dunn back into the game, and he is on Isaiah's behind. Filipowski there with a shot. Filipowski not doing well offensively. I mean, I noticed this season he definitely has been asked to play a different role, and it's like all the offensive prowess from him is just going. Like it's being eroded. But I'd love that summer league Filipowski to show up here because we're gonna kind of need him. All right, great ball circulation there by Filipowski. It's a block on Isaiah, but Jazz get the ball back. Kyle Anderson. Oh wow, Kyle Anderson there with a beautiful. I don't know. That's a half fade, half hook, a hook fadeaway. That's a brilliant shot. Chris Dunn right there and Isaiah battling it out at that point guard position. Clippers try to shoot a 3, but get a miss. Isaiah putting the afterburners on. He runs into Brook Lopez. It's just a big wall. And Walter Clayton tries to shoot for a 3, but he misses. But that's fine. Jazz will eventually get another bite at the cherry. But Cody Williams playing some good defense on Kawhi. I like that. All right. Lopez been blocked by Isaiah, but it's a 3 by the Clippers. And this gets in and out. Both teams really bad at shooting 3s right now. That was what's kind of letting both teams down to really taking this to another level. All right, Filipowski there on Brook Lopez. Filipowski, you can see what Filipowski was trying to do. He probably needs to learn the hook shot, man. And I don't think he could learn a regular hook shot. I think he's got to learn like that Kareem hook shot, man, like where he's able to take a step back and like I know he hasn't got a good vertical as well, but he's avoiding shooting in the paint against taller defenders. That might be what's also affecting his confidence there. Okay. Walter Clayton's got the ball. He brings it up. Walter Clayton gets past Kawhi. Cody Williams there. He's going to drive. Cody Williams there goes for a dunk. A monster dunk by Cody, but he ends up getting blocked by the line. I believe that was by John Collins. Yeah, it's a combination between John Collins and Brook Lopez on him. Oh, mainly John Collins. Good defense there by John Collins, but good attempt there by Cody. All right, Cody gets the first one, helps to put the deficit down to 9, which is good. Cody Williams so far this season is averaging 2.8 points. Let me put that in perspective. But in this game, he has 7 points. No, sorry, make that 8. All right, Chris Dunn there with a 3. It's a miss. Oh, nice play there by Isaiah Collier, setting up slow-mo. Jazz now down by 6, but it is Clippers ball. Oh, that gets Brook Lopez an open 3. Oh, it's a miss that time. Great. Oh, I'm loving these misses. It's going to give the Jazz an opportunity to get. That's a foul there. That time by Cody trying to go for a layup. Cody's going to go to a line. I can't believe what I'm watching. I can't believe what I'm watching. Was I wrong about Cody? Cody has been pretty good this game. He's been pretty good, Cody. Oh, he shot, hits the first free throw, Cody Williams. Wow. Cody Williams, 10 points in 11 minutes. Wow. You know what? That definitely, I've got to get some practice. Shout out to Cody Williams, man. Like 10 points in 11 minutes for Cody Williams. All right, some good defense there by Jan Conan Niederhauser. He forces the turnover for the Jazz, and Clippers get the ball back. And that kid is long, dude. Like, so big, so powerful, so strong. All right, Clippers ball. Jazz are down by 4. Batum with a 3. Batum hits the 3. All right, Isaiah brings the ball up. Isaiah, he's got 2 guys on him, Isaiah. And Chris Dunn is like, wow. Chris Dunn is just, woof. He is not stopping. That's what you call defense there. All right, Filipowski there, finally getting a bucket. Nice one there, Flip. Getting one there past Niederhauser. Kawhi there with a midi. He drains the midi. And Clippers are up by 7 with 3 minutes to go. Jazz's top scorer, I believe it's Kyle Anderson. But the second highest scorer is Cody Williams. That's what things are looking like. Cody might wind up with a 20-piece and a biscuit. All right, Kawhi there with a 3. Oh, that's a miss. Filipowski getting the rebound that time. And the Jazz have another opportunity. Isaiah Collier. Isaiah Collier out. Cody Williams with a 3. Oh, that's a miss. Oh, that's a bad fall by Filipowski. Oh, that looked like a bad fall by Filipowski. Like the way how he went over, like, Filipowski's like joints and movements like don't all look good, but like I think he's okay. I think he's okay. It's a timeout that time, but yeah, but I mean Jazz are coming back into this game. They're winning the second quarter 25-16 right now. We got 2 minutes and 18 seconds left, and the Jazz are just down by 5. And Kyle Anderson and Cody Williams are leading this team. I know you see the smirk on my face because, like, yes, I'm a Jazz fan, but like I've kind of made up my mind on Cody Williams, but I think I might need to keep rethinking that maybe Cody Williams isn't that bad. I don't know. I don't know. But not bad for the Jazz to make this comeback. I think this is pretty respectable. But I'm gonna take a bit of a break. I'm gonna go refill this. And I will be right back. All right, we're back. I got myself a snack, a healthy one. We're gonna start this way, nice and strong. 2026 with an apple, and hopefully a Jazz win. Jazz might be able to get a win. They might be able to get a win. All right, James Harden there with the ball. It was a jump ball, and Clippers won the ball. And Clayton, he's got to try to. Oh, James Harden was making him dance there. All right, Filipowski with the ball. He brings the ball up now. Flip. Oh, that's a block by Conan Niederhauser on Filipowski. Whoa. That length. Whoa. Boy, this kid looks good. A lot of athleticism now. Haven't seen much in terms of skill set, like what he can do, but really liking it. All right. Kyle Anderson is back in this game, and he gets past James Harden now. He's helping the Jazz out really good. Like, because this unit definitely needs him. Like, we haven't seen the offensive bag there from Filipowski. You know, he's playing the 5. That's the problem. He's playing the 5. Like, he's been asked to do something that, like, all right, Batum with a 3. And the old vet, French international, getting a 3. All right, Isaiah Collier there with the ball. Is he going to shoot for 3? I know he doesn't. Ball goes out of bounds. It's still going to be Jazz ball. And we got a minute left in the game. Oh, in this second quarter, I mean. All right, still going to be Jazz ball. Baseline out. All right, Filipowski. Filipowski not been able to get the bucket, but Kyle Anderson gets it. Definitely Filipowski's going to have to work on his post moves at the end of the season. Yeah, that definitely needs work. I know he's not a 5, but I think that's going to help him play in the 4 as well, because he definitely has issues getting his game off in the post. I think if he's in a mid-range position, if he's shooting the 3, and if he has open space, I think he's fine. But when he's in the paint, it just looks rough. It doesn't look smooth at all. But he'll get it. He'll get it. All right, both free throws going down there by Kawhi. Jazz down by 6. Score looks at the very least respectable. Hear this stat. This is the most amount of points Kyle Anderson has had in a first half since 2021. They have been using Kyle Anderson as a role player. And remember, he was with the Warriors like not too long ago. And like, wow. Cody Williams getting another bucket. You know what? Shout out to Cody, man. Shout out to Cody. I've been very disrespectful to Cody this game and in previous games, but Cody's out here balling out. Cody Williams and Kyle Anderson are our best players, our best offensive players at the very least. So far this game here for the Jazz. I'll take a look at halftime what defense looks like, but they Cody's been playing pretty well. He's been playing pretty well, Cody. All right, James Harden misses his first free throw. They're up by 4, the Clippers. All right, we got another comment there in the chat. D-Rom says, very impressed with Cody this game. Yes. Yeah. Gotta say that. Like, he's been aggressive trying to go to the rim with the dunks. Like he's been getting the layups that he normally's been getting. Hasn't hit down any threes, but that's fine. Isaiah Collier there getting the last bucket of the second quarter and puts the Jazz within 3. And even though it is a very, very low scoring half a game by both teams, like both teams have been bad. I can't, like, I'm making this perfectly clear. Like the Clippers have missed so many threes, and I will show you this in a sec. But both teams have not been great at shooting, but they're speaking to Cody right now. I'm just going to listen to this. All right. Cody says that it's to do with the physicality that they have added into their game since going down by so much. That has been the real change. That's great to hear. Cody Williams. Oh, you know what? Let me stop talking and I will show you. So I think that's the most important thing. Let me show you what Cody and the rest of his colleagues are doing. All right, let me change the layout first, and then all right, here we go. Share this and do this. All right, so this is what it looks like. First, let's talk about Cody Williams. Cody Williams started off on the bench. Well, as you could see, just even at a glance here, these are our starters. These are the points from our starters, and these are our bench. Apart from Oscar Shibwe, there is a big difference. A big difference. First of all, we got to talk about Cody because he's been on top of mind. Cody Williams, 12 points in 15 minutes, 4 out of 7 from the field. That's pretty good. More than 50%. That's what you want. All right. He hasn't hit any of his threes. Fine. Like, again, he's got to work on that. 80% from the free throw line. Good. That's good. That's what you want. You want at least 80% or more. Now, yeah, he's had no rebounds and he's had no assists, but he has no turnovers or no steals and like really nothing else. Like it's been a lot of creation there by Isaiah Collier, helping to create for him. And I think Kyle Anderson has done some creation as well. Well, maybe not. And Bryce. But overall, just a good, consistent game from Cody. I have been constantly have criticized Cody because I just truly feel that he just doesn't have many skills. A bag, I guess, is what people would call it. And that the time to develop him would just take too long. But from what I see today, like I honestly like not bad. Not bad at all. Like, even though you could tell from me he's not a self creator, like, he's going to need somebody else to create for him. But his length, his athleticism, like, that really matters. And you can see that from the game here. Like, he had a layup here where he got contact on Kawhi, still got the layup, and then went to the line to shoot. He had a layup there on James Harden and just able just to get the ball there because he's just too long. I think he's what 6'7" with the 6'10" wingspan, like really good like length on him. And that's what's like being used in the game. And even though that like it can't always be about that, especially if he's going up against other guys there, I think that's not bad. Not bad at all. Kyle Anderson, very good game as well. 16 points in 17 minutes. Yeah, I heard the stat from the commentators that this is the most amount of points that Kyle Anderson has had in a half a game since 2021. That that just shows on what team like how teams are using him. And I guess you know what? Like I've been criticizing the game from minute one, saying like we shouldn't be playing like this because we shouldn't be actively tanking. But Kyle Anderson is probably thinking, you know what? This is the most amount of minutes I've had in like 5 years. Like when you say it like that, that's bad. It's the most amount of points that you've had in a game in 5 years. Like that's what it is. He's 7 out of 8 from the field, stupidly efficient. One of our best players this game. 2 out of 3 from our free throw line, 8 rebounds, 2 turnovers, but a block and a steal. Those long arms of him's really coming into play. And again, like Cody, length is really helping in this game. Really love what Kyle Anderson's done. Walter Clayton Jr., I think he's had a solid game, 7 points in 16 minutes. I guess 40% from the field goal percentage, which is as decent, but that could be better. 50% from three. I expect more. The more minutes that he plays, like him and Isaiah are going to share the minutes today. So, I mean, it's going to be 24 minutes each. My guess is that Walt's going to wind up with at least 12 points within those minutes. But we'll see how the game goes. He's got a plus 10 plus minus, which is nice. I could tell from his impact on the game, like he is playing well, playing some pretty good defense, trying his best to contain James Harden. And I think it's been pretty solid. Oscar Shibwe there. I've noticed him in the game, but again, you want more from Oscar Shibwe. Um, he had tried to get a couple layups there and got blocked by Niederhauser, got blocked by Derek Jones Jr., and I think by Brook Lopez. He also got blocked by. So yeah, he's like it's tough one for him because I think he's 6'8", but he has like a 7 foot wingspan. He's got stupidly long arms, similar to Kyle Anderson there. But like his biggest plus side has always been his rebounds. That's what he was known for in college. And hey, if he can get us a lot of rebounds, that'd be good. And that's what he's doing. Like 5 rebounds. Like that's good. That's what you want. Now we look at the starters. I think Isaiah's been pretty decent there, starting out. Um, and I think out of everybody that's played there, I would probably say Isaiah's been the best starter. But I think the guys on the bench have been better, except for Oscar Shibwe. So I put Isaiah as our fourth best player so far this game. His 6 assists, which is great. He's been pulling the strings, 4 rebounds, five points. As this game goes on, like it looks like Isaiah Collier will probably end up with a double double, but he has to kind of do better against Chris Dunn. And Chris Dunn has been a problem on Isaiah this game. His energy, he's been on Isaiah, and I could understand why because the scouting report is like, hey, the Jazz use Isaiah Collier in order to set the tone and set the pace of the game. You need to lock down Isaiah, and that's kind of what they've been doing there. You can see that because of the plus of -5, plus minus, and I completely understand why they're going after Isaiah. But Isaiah's done a pretty decent job with that. Svi, I expected more. I haven't really noticed that much as well. He's got to improve. Bryce Sensabaugh there. He started off pretty nicely, but again, I want to see more from Bryce. Like this is a game where Bryce, like you really got to step up. Third year player. Like we've seen the jump from Keyonte. I don't expect the same because I expected this from Keyonte next season or the season afterwards. But like, we really need to see a jump. Like this game, he's gonna get minutes, and I'm like, I know he's up against Kawhi, but I expect more. Like, I'm sorry, I just do. I expect more. Um, Taylor Hendricks, I can't talk about. I don't understand why Taylor Hendricks only played 3 minutes. There's probably something about this. Maybe he got injured. And then Kyle Filipowski, quite disappointing in this game. Not going to lie. I do expect more from Filipowski. Um, my expectations are quite high. I think he could be a real difference maker for the Jazz going forward. I think he could be that type of guy next season to be that breakout star as long as he doesn't play the five. He only has 2 points, 1 out of 9 from the field. Like he has tried. I've seen him. I've watched him to try to figure it out. Um, just hasn't come off on him. Hasn't come off on him like at all. He's gotten blocked. Just hasn't done that well. But that's it. That's it for me in terms of the first half of the game and how the game has gone. Definitely leave your comments and let me know like what your thoughts are on the game. I know I've heard from D-Rom, but shout out to the other 3 people that are watching. That's my thoughts on the game, and yeah, I'll take it from there. But I'm gonna go on break. I also need to change this camera battery, and then we'll take it from there in the second half as soon as that kicks off. But I'll be right back. My bad. My bad. Honestly, that's my bad. Thanks, D-Rom. When I went on break for mute, I put it on mute. Thanks actually for saying that. That's much appreciated. Yeah, I sorry about that I was on mute. Where would I be without you, D-Ro? I actually made the same mistake a couple games ago, whereby the whole of the third quarter, I was on mute and I didn't notice until there was a break, and I took a break. So no, I appreciate that, D-Ro. So we had Svi Mihailuk with the 3. That's what I gave the sound effect for. Taylor Hendricks had a beautiful dunk. That's what I really liked. Looks like it's Jazz are going to get 3 free throws. It's a foul on Bryce Sensabaugh by Kawhi, and they upgraded it to a flagrant 1. Like, I think it was a foul, but I wouldn't have put it as a flagrant 1. But you know the rule this season is that if you foul somebody shooting and you land in their landing spot, it counts as being dangerous. But yeah, I didn't think it was as bad as you might have thought it. But Bryce Sensabaugh to the line to shoot. He misses the first one, Bryce. That isn't good. Come on, Bryce. You're better than that, Bryce. Bryce nails the second one. Jazz take the lead of the night. First time they've taken the lead. And that definitely deserves a round of applause. Jazz lead by 2. That deserves some cheering. We started out this game awful. So to come back and get something out this game, really, really good. Really good. These Jazz players should be proud of themselves. Cody Williams, Kyle Anderson, Isaiah, like they should all be proud. Jazz playing some pretty good defense right now. Oh no, James Harden there with a 3. Oh wow, that is nothing but air by James Harden. No, he's still drunk on Hennessy right now. He's still on New Year's celebrations. Beyond the shadow of a doubt. James Harden there with a nothing but air shot. I haven't seen one of those. Oh, Flipper's got to do better. Flippers, come on! Like, when are we gonna see flip modes? Did you know flip mode is the greatest? It's a 3 by Brooks. It's a miss. Jazz get another bite at the cherry. Come on, time to extend this lead now. Let's get this win. All right. Isaiah Collier there with the ball. He's got John Collins there. It's on off the burners on time. Out there to Svi Mihailuk. Love the play there by Isaiah Collier there. He backs into John Collins so that he can see both wings of the court. He sees Svi, passes it to them, and Svi has an open shot. It's a shame Svi didn't put that away because it would have been a good assist by Isaiah Collier on that one. Great play by the Jazz so far. But this time they foul James Harden. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Jazz up by 2 right now. So, and James Harden's got 12 points. Not bad. James Harden 0 from 3. Oh, it's a miss by James. Like, James Harden is definitely still on New Year's celebrations. And James Harden makes the second one. All right. Jazz up by 1, but we got 8 minutes left. Svi Mihailuk brings the ball up this time, passes it to Isaiah. Svi Mihailuk's going to go into the corner. Isaiah there calling for the screen. He sets the screen. Filipowski sets the screen for Zay. Zay out there to the corner. Oh, man. And just Taylor Hendricks bumbles it, and it's a turnover. That is not good. You got to be more on the ball now. Come on, guys. We are learning a lot in this game. We are learning a lot. Something that Will Hardy said in the last game that, like, he said what they don't do is they don't put their young players against one another. I kind of feel that's what they're doing right now. Like, they are in, like, yeah, it's time to assess. Because Cody Williams and Kyle Anderson are on the bench. They were our best players in the first half of the game. So, same thing with Walter Clayton Jr. Again, this goes back into the narrative that we're tanking, even within game. Kyle Anderson is in the game. Speaking of Kyle Anderson. Come on now. Jazz are down by 2. They were up by 2 for a minute. Clippers fans are starting to cheer, but I want to cause a New Year's nightmare to them for the Utah Jazz here to get the win. What a win this would be. It's a 3 by Bryce. Oh, it's a foul. That is sweet. That is nice. Bryce is going to go to the line. That's good. Looking out for the 3. That time by Chris Dunn. That's got to be a flagrant foul as well as Kawhi got a flagrant. I think they called it for just a regular foul there. Bryce only with 6 points. He does have 2 steals, though. He nails the first one, Bryce. 2 out of 7 for the field. That's not great, Bryce, but got to do better. But he has a chance. If he gets these in, it'll be all level. Can he make it 3 for 3? Shout out to the 8 people there that are watching the stream. Much appreciate it. If you like watch-along content, do subscribe to the channel. Does help the channel out. I do these watch-alongs on a regular basis, especially if you're a Utah Jazz fan. I will be streaming most of the Utah Jazz games this season. There is some time coming up over the next couple of months where I'll be out for a week. But apart from that, this is what I do. It looks like there's a timeout called. I think it's the Clippers called a timeout. All right. They're on break right now. Yeah. We got 6 minutes left. So we're basically halfway now in the third quarter. Jazz are leading this third quarter, like, pretty well, 62-62. We just need to keep going. And the good thing is that, like, even when, like, I could see the problem with the Clippers because even though I think John Collins has played well, like, still offensively, it's really just the Kawhi Leonard, James Harden show. Like, no one else is in double digits. Hold on. And they got Kobe. I forgot Kobe Saunders is with the Clippers and they're not using him. Kobe Saunders is a lights out shooter. Like, he shoots threes very well. Like, I don't know if he's had much games with the Clippers so far this season, but I remember watching him in college and I saw him in summer league. Very good player. Yeah, that's how the Jazz are going to win this because we share the ball around a lot more and we should have more guys there getting into double digits. Isaiah Collier and Bryce are close. They've got 8 points each. But Kyle Anderson and Cody Williams, they've got 16 and 12 respectively. Walter Clayton, he's got 7. So he's another close one. Like, if we can get them 3 scoring, Bryce, Isaiah, and Walt, that's going to look better. Yeah, we just got to get some of the guys there scoring more. Like, this is not a good night for Filipowski. 1 out of 10 from the field. 0 out of 4 from 3. He has 5 rebounds and 1 assist, 4 turnovers. Like, this is not a good game for him, man. And I know he's playing at the 5. Like, that's It's rough. Rough game. All right. James Harden to the line. We're back from break. He's about to shoot too. He makes the first one, as expected. But he also hasn't been that great at shooting free throws as well, from what I've seen from this game. This is the first time that I've seen the Clippers since the Jazz beat him at first game of the season. So I'm very curious. He makes both of them, James Harden, but last few games, Clippers supposed to be like playing really well. But I haven't seen Bryce with a three. And that's just that kind of sums up how Bryce has been all season so far. Just not clinical from three. Well, Bryce hasn't hit any threes today, and he's taken 4 of them. All right, Taylor Hendricks getting a rebound after that James Harden miss. Kyle Anderson trying to set things up. Kyle Anderson there. He gets fouled. Really good play there by Kyle Anderson. We are definitely needing him. Good defense there by John Collins as well. Collins has 4 fouls. You know that means he's probably going to get fouled out soon. Once he 2 more and he's out. But chances are they're probably going to take him out after 5. Kyle Anderson with 17 points so far this game. He's averaging 6.7 so far this season. Great game from him. Make it 18 points. And the game is level again. 64-64. This is going to be a very low scoring game, at least in comparison to modern day NBA games. It's looking more like a 90s game. It's going to be like 102-98. All right, Isaiah Collier brings the ball up. Can Isaiah get a couple more threes? He's been shooting the 3 ball pretty well this game and in previous games. He passed it to Bryce. Bryce goes round to Kyle Anderson, out to Taylor Hendricks. Oh, and that one rolls in, and I get to put some cheering on for Taylor Hendricks with a 3, and the Jazz take a 3-point lead. All right, Chris Dunn has the ball now. Chris Dunn with a floater, and he gets that. All right, Isaiah Collier there. He's got the ball now. Isaiah there, putting the afterburners on. He gets fouled. Nice one there by Isaiah, drawing the foul, getting to the line. If he can make both these free throws now, and he's been better at free throws this season, which is good. All right, he misses the first one, Isaiah. But can he make at least the second one, though? All right. Isaiah makes the second one, which is good. All right. Kawhi there. I think he gets fouled. Now on Taylor Hendricks that time. All right, we're gonna have a problem. Filipowski and Taylor Hendricks both have 5 fouls. There is a chance that at least one of them gets fouled out. And if I had to bet, it's probably going to be Filipowski. He's a very emotional guy, and he wears his heart. And I know he gives the game 100%. Kawhi Leonard already on 25 points, understandably, completely, because he really is the only one, along with James Harden, scoring. And a guy there that's been on electric in the first half of the game, Cody Williams, drops a 3. Batum with a 3. He drops a 3 now. Game still level. Bryce Sensabaugh still hasn't shot a 3. Bryce getting a bucket. All right. Oh, they call a travel on Kawhi. There we go. Nice. Because he was left a little bit open there by Cody. All right, Sensabaugh going to the line. All right, let's see this last play there. Oh, no, that's not the play. Yeah, Sensabaugh gets foul out to go in the mid-range. He's going to the line to shoot 2. Hopefully, this is his way to get some points because he hasn't been great just shooting from the field. He makes that one. He puts the Jazz up by 3. Bryce is on 11 points now, which is good. Like, doing much better this quarter, 7 in this quarter. Bryce hits both of them. Jazz are up by 4. Can't believe I'm saying that. Jazz are up by 4. Shout out to the 7 people there that's watching. Much appreciated. Definitely leave a comment on who you're cheering for, or if you got some money on the game. I know people have got their parlays and all that jazz. Literally, I didn't mean to say it that time. Kawhi there with a 3. It's a miss. Jazz get the ball courtesy of Isaiah Collier with the rebound. All right, Kyle Anderson there. Oh, Isaiah with a 3. Isaiah that misses with a 3. All right, it's 3-on-3 now. Oh, it's a steal by Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson missing with the layup, but he's going to go to the line to shoot. Nice one there by Slow-Mo. This is a weird game. This is a weird game. I did, with how the form of the Clippers have been, I didn't expect this game to be like how it is. And this is, I think if we had Lowry and KEYONTE, I think we would have destroyed them. Hold on, he's not going to the line? What happened? That is strange. Batum with a 3. It's a miss that time. All right. Niederhauser gets it. Passes it to, I think that's Kobe Sanders there. Shoots the 3, and Derek Jones Jr. follows up. Clippers get a bucket there. Jazz are only up by 2 right now. We got a comment there in the chat. Georgia Prixis 2630 says, I need 20 more fantasy points from Hendricks and I win. So money. Okay, facts. All right. Well, listen, Taylor Hendricks is going to stay in this one way or another. I think the only way you lose, Georgia, is unless he gets fouled out this game. Him and Filipowski right now have 4 fouls, and we got 1:58 left, and we got a whole full quarter. So hopefully him and Filipowski could behave themselves, and like you might be right because Taylor Hendricks hasn't played that many minutes. He's only played 12 minutes. I expect him to play at least another 10. Yeah, I expect him to play at least another 10. And then we'll see how it goes. So yeah, hopefully you get the money. All right, game is on break. I'm going to take a bit of a break since it's been a while for me, and then I'll be right back. Okay, game's coming back. Let's see, we got another comment there in the chat. Georgia also goes on to say, well, I panicked and took Kyle Anderson off my lineup and put Taylor Hendricks in his place. So there is that. That is true. You probably would have made the money a lot quicker with Kyle Anderson, as I think he's been the best player for the Jazz in this game next to Cody Williams. But because we've only got a rotation of 8 players, like everybody's getting minutes. Like everyone is getting minutes. And I think you should be fine. Like I really do. I think Taylor Hendricks has got only like a handful of points. So yeah, I don't know how the gambling stuff works because like I don't do it. Like I don't know if he just needs to score a certain amount of points, but he definitely is going to play a lot more minutes. I expect him to contribute a lot more points, rebounds, maybe a block somewhere along the line. But I'm expecting something sizable. But it probably would have been easier if you kept Kyle Anderson, who is now getting to the line to shoot to. All right, we got a minute and a half left. It's 75-75. Make that 76-75 in favor of the Jazz, thanks to Kyle Anderson there, putting the Jazz in the lead. We haven't seen this from Kyle Anderson in a long time. I couldn't believe it when they said that this is the most amount of points that Kyle Anderson had in a half of a game since 2021. Kyle Anderson is like really led this. I don't know what second unit. Step back 3 by James Harden. Oh, that was good. That was really good there by James Harden. We got Walter Clayton Jr. back into the game. Isaiah's having a break. And Bryce Sensabaugh there. We need him to do something. Is he going to drive? Yes, he drives. He gets the Jazz a layup. And the Jazz right now and the Clippers trading leads, and we got 50 seconds to go. We do there have another comment in the chat from Georgia who says he was, excuse me, he was $3,000 and I could have sold AD and had Cade and what? Oh, you mean in terms of buy? Okay, that's how. Okay, I feel for you there, but I hope Hendricks comes good. Like he's not in the game now; he's getting some rest, but that's probably because we got like he's coming in. He's coming in the fourth quarter, like for sure. I can guarantee that. I just hope he does something in the game, which would help you out. Yeah, AD is a bit all over the place, and then I keep hearing these trade talks. Supposedly he is getting traded. I just don't know where he's going and what the trade package is going to be like for AD. But yeah, you can't rely on AD in terms of health. So either way, I think it's a good move. All right. So third quarter is done for the Jazz, and the Jazz are down by one. And Sensabaugh playing pretty good there in that quarter. I think he's had at least what 13 in that quarter. Yeah, something like that. Because Sensabaugh's got 15, sorry, 16 right now. He's a 5 out of 11 from the field, which is better. Still hasn't hit any of his threes, which of course is poor. And then 6 out of 8 from free throw line, so about 80%. The 3 turnovers aren't great, but I think that his production now is a lot better and exactly what you would want from him. Taylor Hendricks there with 5 points in 13 minutes. I expect him to have a lot more Taylor Hendricks. I know he's there, but he's got 4 fouls. Filipowski's on 3. Yeah, I still expect Taylor Hendricks to be back in this game at some point. So I think that probably Kyle Anderson is going to play a little bit more, or probably Taylor's going to come back in the beginning of the fourth quarter, give Kyle Anderson some rest and play at least 5 minutes, and then maybe depending on how many fouls Taylor Hendricks gets will be depending on how many minutes more Kyle Anderson gets. But Kyle Anderson there with 20 points so far in this game. Very, very, very good. Cody with 15, like he's got a little bit more. Again, nothing more from Cody in terms of rebounds and assists and steals and blocks. You know, there's been a lot of creation for him in that respect. But Isaiah Collier, his game might be done for tonight. And he's got 9 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. So again, very close to a double-double. He's 50%, like he's only taken 6 shots, 60% from the field, and then about 1 out of 3 from 3. Like not bad from Isaiah at all. And Bryce improving, but you got to say like where was Fee Mihailuk? Like 2 out of 6 from the field, like not great, and then only 25% from 3. Like got to see more from Svi. Like Svi is probably completely out of form just because he hasn't played in such a long time. And then Filipowski it's not been his day, and part of that is because he's been played out of position. I really feel sorry for the guy. I believe in Flip. I believe in like I really do. Okay, so another comment. Georgia says AD apparently going to Atlanta with Cooper Flag for Zachary Sachet, Trey Young, and the first round pick. That's the big rumor. I can tell you that Cooper Flag ain't going anywhere to Atlanta. Like whatever rumors tell you, like Cooper Flag is not getting traded at all. But I will say that I could see an AD going to Atlanta with Zachary Sachet and Trey Young, probably to have things match up. I think the Mavs would love to get that first round pick, but I like why would they give up Cooper Flag? Like Cooper Flag is like he's great. Like I think he's yeah, like I don't see that, but definitely the AD to Atlanta. You're gonna have to include somebody else there for with Zachary Sachet and Trey Young. And I don't know how many first round picks Atlanta has. I know they have the Pelicans pick, but it can't be that. That can't be the pick you're talking about. They have to have like another first round pick. If they don't have another first round pick, then I don't believe that rumor. Um, but that's the team that I've heard that they're rumored for. And AD in Atlanta might not be that bad. It's just that AD gets injured too much. Kobe Sanders with a fadeaway, and exactly the same Kobe Sanders who I said is a really good shooter gets another bucket. Clippers up by 3, and the Clippers fans, at least the wall there that they have behind the basket there, they are really making a lot of noise. Flip mode, they're getting fouled, and he's giving it to Niederhauser. Georgia says, I think she means then you think Brandon Williams and AD. Yeah, that could probably work. That could probably work. Yeah, that could probably work. Because I mean, AD is the real cherry on that, but it can't just be AD. Like it'll have to be AD and someone else. So I think like Brandon Williams would be. I think that'd be fair. I think it just depends on what do you think about Zachary Sachet. Like I I think Zachary Sachet is a bit been is worth more than that. But the story that I heard about Zachary Sachet like 3 days ago was that the Hawks aren't that impressed by Zachary Sachet. So that might also be the reason why Brandon Williams might be the one to kind of package along with AD. Uh, Georgia then goes on to say, "We only have one first round pick, and we don't need it. To be honest, we are stacked. We just need to replace Kristaps Porzingis with AD." I don't think you should trade that pick. Like, like I know what you mean. Like, get AD, but like that pick that you have is gold. Like like right now, that pick is I think that pick is going to be a top 5 pick. Like oof. I get it. Yeah, replace Kristaps with AD would be great. Um, but if that's the Pelicans pick, like I'm not good with the trade stuff, but if that's the Pelicans pick, then like keep it. Keep it, save it for something else, save it for somebody, another piece that you might want to go for. Like if you really don't think that you don't need it, but there's some guys coming in this draft, Cam Boozer, AJ DeBanstar, and Darren Peterson that you might want to get. As a matter of fact, Darren Peterson might be a good replacement for Trae Young. That might be a guy. Georgia says Zach sucks. Lol. He is a first overall pick with a fantasy average of less than 20 game average. Okay, listen, I haven't watched Zachary Sachet in a while. I think I've only watched the Hawks once this season, and I got a bit of crap about it because I actually hadn't like noticed Jalen Johnson, um, and like he had a really good game against the Utah Jazz. But I mean, I saw Zachary Sachet a bit last season, and I saw him at Eurobasket, and I thought he was okay. But I probably are gonna have to go if you're saying that he sucks, then I kind of got to go with you. But I still think that there's a lot of potential there with Zachary Sachet. I'm trying to sell this, but like you're the fan of the Hawks, so I'm gonna go with you. Zachary Sachet sucks. But if that's the case, like I think that deal could happen. But I don't think you guys have to give away the pick. I if you if you got if the Hawks trade that pick, like for the Dallas Mavericks to have Cooper Flag and to have AJ DeBanstar, Cam Boozer, or Darren Peterson next season, or even Caleb Wilson, who is projected to be fourth. That would be wild. That'd be wild. But I think the Hawks should keep that. I think they could use that to better their team, and that could easily quite take them. I think they're already a playoff team, but that could take them to an Eastern Conference final, like that, or an NBA Cup win. Like that could mean a lot. That could mean a lot. So I try to keep the pick. All right, in the game now, Jazz are down by 4. There's been a few buckets there. Clippers have been playing. Looks like they're playing really well, at least as I kind of scan between this screen and the TV. And the Clippers fans are getting pretty loud right now. But nevertheless, can the Jazz get the win? I'd very much like it. Walter Clayton Jr. to the line, and he gets a first bucket. And they're bringing Isaiah back into this game. That I didn't see because Isaiah's already played a lot of minutes. Isaiah's already on 28 minutes. So I thought Walt would have, at the very least, get like the rest because he was only on like 12, 13 minutes. Oh, is it? Oh, oh, if it's the number 28. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Like I thought it was the Pelicans pick, or like I might be thinking of somebody else. If it's the number 28 pick, then like so be it. I think that that's fine then. Yeah, then that actually isn't a bad deal. And I know the Dallas Mavericks do want to pick. All right. There's a 3 there by Nicholas Batum. He gets a 3 for the Clippers, which sucks. It's a 3 by Cody Williams. Oh my God, Cody Williams hits a 3. That is what you want to see. It's still gonna be Clippers ball, but Jazz playing some pretty good defense there. Look at that, Cody playing some pretty good defense there. Cody coming out. Oh, no, it's going to be challenged, but they might be going on a break because it's going to be a timeout. It was the Pelicans pick, but I think the NBA Cup pick thing made it number 23 or something like that. Uh, I'd have to do some research about it. Like I'm not good with the picks and the trade stuff. Like that, those are stuff that like I really have to kind of like research beforehand. So if you're saying I'm gonna believe you when you say if you say it's a number 23 pick, or yeah, number 23 or number 28 pick, like that's a low first round pick. Like, yeah, include that with a package. But if it is like the Pelicans like pick where it isn't that low, then yeah, you should keep it. But I'm gonna believe you. So if that is the case, do it. I think you should do it. And I have to believe you on the Zachary Reese-Sachet thing because I have to say when I heard about the Hawks even thinking about they were wanting to trade Zachary Reese-Sachet, I was like, yeah, the Jazz should go in for Zachary Reese-Sachet. I was more than happy to package Taylor Hendricks or Cody Williams with Kyle Anderson for Zachary Sachet and maybe a first round like the number 23 pick there because we need a first round pick. Like I would say that. But how this game has gone, Cody Williams has played really well. Kyler Anderson's played really well, and Taylor Hendricks hasn't played that bad. Like I think he is out right now. He still is on five points in his 13 minutes, but that's probably because of the fouls. But yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. All right. How is this game going? So looking at the spread, how this game's going. The Clippers are winning this quarter, right? Like the Jazz just have to win this quarter, and then we'll win the game. All right. Utah challenge. It's still like it's going to be Jazz ball. Cody, Will Hardy, those really happy about the challenge. I think by the end of this game, like I got to have a Cody Williams conversation. Like a couple games ago, I talked about Cody. Well, maybe not a couple games, but about 10 games ago, I talked about Cody. And yeah, I think I haven't done Cody the service he deserves. All right, it's Isaiah with the ball now. He's actually playing with Walter Jr. I thought might be on the bench. Isaiah there with a floater. Nice one there by Isaiah. He gets a floater. That puts Isaiah to 13 points right now. He's 1 assist away from a double-double, Isaiah. 13 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. Kobe Saunders with a 3. Yeah, I could feel that coming. That is a guy who knows how to shoot the 3-ball, Kobe Saunders. Isaiah there with another bucket. Nice one there by Isaiah. Isaiah then scoring 15 points. Isaiah really turning up the dial. Like he is someone that he has just been playing pass first and thinks about the team first more so than anything else. All right, good defense there by Cody. And that was a 3 by Kawhi Leonard over Cody Williams. Jazz have to really lock down. Isaiah there puts on the afterburners and it's bully ball time. And Isaiah putting the Jazz just down by 2 right now. Oh, it's a 3 by Kawhi. Oh, no. Oh, we have a problem. Mayday, Mayday. I mean, Kawhi shooting 3s now. Jazz down by 5. All right, Isaiah taking over this game. Oh, it's a turnover by Isaiah, but it does look like the ball goes out. We're going to need other guys to step up. It cannot be just Isaiah. All right. Unfortunately, it's still going to be Clippers ball. We've got to stop them getting the 3. Kyle Anderson is back into the game. Filipowski's on Kawhi now. Step back 2. It's a miss. Oh, my God. What just happened there with that? Oh, that was a weird bounce. Derrick Jones Jr. with a 3. Jazz down by 8 right now. 6.5 minutes to go. Jazz are going to set things up. Isaiah's got to call for the screen. No, he doesn't. Tries to set things up. He's going to go it alone. He's got to pass it there. Pass it to Cody. Cody with a 3. Oh, that's just not a good one. That's not a good one. Kawhi Leonard has turned this game around. Kobe Saunders has turned this game around. Just a few threes there, nicely landed, and that's what kind of changed the game so far. The Jazz have been at 25% from 3, and the Clippers have been at 33% from 3. Like, that just tells you on how bad they've been. Oh, that's not good. Kawhi there with another 3. That is not good. Yeah, this is starting not to look good. Jazz call a timeout right now. Clippers are up by 11, and that's because of the three ball now. Clippers have been awful at shooting threes all game. I mean, same thing with the Jazz. The Jazz have only made 6 threes, and they've attempted 24. What is going on? What am I watching here with this? Okay, I think we're coming back into the game now. They're busy there talking to fans. Shout out to the 7 people that are watching. Much appreciate it. They're just talking about Isaiah Collier right now and some of the last plays that he made to kind of really take over. I know he's probably thinking like Keyonte right now, but yeah, he's got to share that ball out. He's got to see Walter Clayton there as his friend and really help to use his skills. I'm loving the fact that he's got the 15 points and the 9 assists and the 5 rebounds. But I'd very much like to have a win. And let's start 2026 off with a bang. They've actually quite impressed me in this game. But all right, Isaiah's got the ball now. Isaiah has got to pass this. Oh, it's a turnover by Isaiah. And that's an easy dunk there by Kawhi. That is not good. Isaiah, no, no, no. Walter Clayton, yeah. Walt brings the ball up now. Yeah. All right. Walt then passes it to Bryce. Little circulation there by Walt. That's good to see. Slow mo. Filipowski, not great by Flip with a 3. Not been a good night for Filipowski at all. All right. Kawhi there trying to get, to step back 3 by Kawhi. Nothing but air on that one. But it's going to be Utah ball. We're going to need somebody to hit some threes. I think that's the only way. Clippers hit some threes. Jazz are going to hit some threes now. If the Jazz hit threes, then we're in great shape. If we don't, we're going to lose this game. And we got just under 5 minutes to go. Bryce Sensabaugh with a midi. He hits that one. That's good by Bryce. Bryce there with 18 points. All right, Derek Jones Jr. tries to drive to the basket. He gets fouled. No, he gets sort of fouled. Batum out for the 3. It's a miss. Clippers get another ball now. It's going to be jump ball, and Isaiah's going to. Why have we got Isaiah? I mean, I shouldn't complain. At least he's trying. Shouldn't complain. Shouldn't complain. So it isn't a jump ball. Still going to be Clippers ball. All right. Bryce is on Kawhi, who's got the ball. We got to watch out for that 3. Do not let him shoot a 3. Oh, post move time, Kawhi. Oh, it's a block by Filipowski. Nice one there by Flip on Niederhauser. All right. Bryce, if there's any time for Bryce, baby, it's now. Bryce with a 2. That is not a good one. That is not Bryce, baby. I don't know what that is. But that is not the Sensabaugh that we know. All right, Jazz are losing this quarter by 10. We need some threes. We need some threes to come back in this game. Shout out to the 6 people that are watching the game. Much appreciated. Appreciate you watching here to this game here on New Year's Day. I know this game started out rough, but the Jazz are putting in some real good effort, and they've come back and tried. And a lot of the guys here who don't regularly get minutes, they are putting in some good minutes. Bryce, there, Taylor Hendricks, Cody, Kyle Anderson, playing really well, really well. And I'll talk about it more at the end of the game. But yeah, let's try to get the win. All right. Batum with the inbound pass. Pass there, Derek Jones Jr. Bulls end up finding its way to Kawhi. Kawhi there with a midi. That's typical Kawhi. He hits a 2. Jazz down by 13 right now. Oh man, that's bad communication there. It's turnover. Kawhi Leonard has 41 points. Holy crap. There goes 43. And Kawhi is on fire right now. Kawhi out here looking like Michael Jordan. Every single mid-range shot he's getting. And he's shooting threes. Walter Clayton there with a 3. That one was rushed by Walt. Didn't like that 3. All right. Kawhi making Walter Clayton dance. All right. What are we doing? Come on, guys. Wake up. Is that a turnover? It looked like it was going to be a turnover back to Clippers ball. Or is it still Jazz ball? Oh, it's Jazz ball. Clippers must have got a hand on it. Inbound pass. Okay. Walter Clayton has it. Pass it to Bryce. Bryce out there. Oh, Bryce loses the ball. What the hell? Kawhi there. He's going to get a 50-piece in this game. We have crumbled in this last quarter. Kyle Anderson right there. Kyle Anderson makes the bucket. 22 for Kyle Anderson. Top scorer for the Jazz right now. Followed by Bryce Sensabaugh and Cody Williams there with 18. And then Isaiah with 15. Isaiah there with a double-double. 15 points, 10 assists. All right. We got 2 minutes left. Like, not going to lie, I'm not a big fan of the 3-ball, but the Jazz are going to need that right now. They need to drop some threes. The damage that Kawhi Leonard has put on the Jazz, that Kobe Sanders put, just a bit too much. All right, Isaiah going to the line to shoot. Oh, man, he misses. All right, Isaiah makes the second one. The only good thing about that shot is that means there's no Chick-fil-A for the people there in the Intuit Dome. That's good. All right, Conan Niederhauser with the ball now. To Derek Jones Jr., to Saunders, to Batum, to Leonard. All right, Kyle Anderson is on him, though. Those long arms really good for some. The Kawhi with a long two. It's a miss. Niederhauser there. Trying to get the rebound. Good defense there from the Jazz. 3 by Bryce. A miss by Bryce. Oh, man. I think the Jazz must be less than 20% from 3. Like we've been that bad at 3. And I've got something in my eye. Jazz are 22% from 3. All game. They've attempted 27 threes. Like that is pathetic from 3. And they're showing the highlights of Kawhi. He's causing nothing but havoc right now for the Jazz. Kawhi's on 45 points. He's played 39 minutes. All right, we got a minute and a half, basically 90 seconds left in this game. I think it might be a bit too much for the Jazz. And I gotta say to Georgia, I don't think you're gonna get your points. Sorry, Georgia. I don't think you're gonna get your points to Taylor Hendricks. The Jazz have played so bad offensively in the last 5 minutes that yeah, I thought it would happen. Taylor Hendricks is in the game though, so maybe. All right, Kobe Saunders there getting a bucket. All right, Isaiah's got the ball now. Isaiah to Bryce. That's got to be a travel. Yes, it is. It's another turnover by the Jazz. Oh, it's out of bounds by Sensabaugh. It looked like a travel. All right, Clippers ball now. Kobe Saunders with a 3. Yeah, that's another 3 by Kobe Saunders. Kobe Saunders is a very, very, very good 3-point shooter. Really good second round pick. All right, Jazz down by 17, but we got 40 seconds left. And it does look like this game is over. We've probably only got about 3 plays left, and that just isn't enough there to bring down the deficit. Yeah, Clippers are going to run down the time, and then that is it. Okay. All right, game over. Jazz lose by 17. You might have I thought that might be the kind of loss that the Jazz take anyway this season. For this game. But yeah, how we got back into the game and we took the lead a couple of times, and there was a lot of trading between the leads. You just thought yeah, the Jazz are going to come back and come into this game, and there's a lot of guys there that didn't normally get games, got games, and I know in the last a press conference that Will Hardy talked about. He talked about how, like, yeah, the Jazz don't put players up against one another, but I think that this was a true. We got to look at how the young players perform there, because the players that like didn't perform well, particularly the third year players and players that you expect something like, you you gotta factor those in. So let me um let me change the layout and share my screen, and then we can look at the damage here on the final kind of box score with everything. So this is what it looks like. Filipowski, we already talked about. 28 minutes played. He's playing the five, which is a problem. He's not a five. He's not a center. And every time that he plays as a center, I feel like every time he's playing this position, it like sucks out all of the offensive skills that we've seen him play at the four, like what we saw last season, like we saw in summer league, and he just doesn't look quite like the same player. Um, so it wasn't a good game for him. But the guys here that I really want to focus on before I talk kind of loosely about some of the guys that didn't perform. You know what? Let me finish off the guys that didn't perform that well, in my opinion. Taylor Hendricks didn't play that well. Like, got into a lot of foul trouble in the first quarter, and that's why he only got 16 minutes. But also wasn't, like, skill wise, offensively, wasn't really imposing himself on the game. Like, you're trying to tell me you play 16 minutes and you only had 2 shots and then what, 1 3? Like, no. It's like, it's not good enough. It's just not good enough. Sensabaugh came back there with 20 points, which was good. What, just under 50% from the field, which is nice. The 0 out of 5 from three, like, this is on Bryce Sensabaugh, like. But too many turnovers by Bryce. 5 turnovers for him. Like, that is way too much. Like, that shouldn't be happening. Same thing there with Filipowski. And I get it. Jan Niederhauser was a problem, not because he was like that good, but just because of the length that he was able to impose himself on the game. It was just too much. And Filipowski couldn't deal with it. And Bryce was losing the ball. And he had turnovers, not been able to maintain it. Svi Mihailo kind of non-existent. Didn't notice him at all. I don't know what's happened with him. Maybe he's just out of form, but yeah, he was non-existent. Isaiah Collier there, great that he got the double-double, but the turnovers near the end for me, that was that was kind of really sad to see. The 5 turnovers, like, unacceptable, like, way too many turnovers. Now let's talk about the real stars of this game. Kyle Anderson. We don't get to see a lot of Kyle Anderson. Maybe sometimes he comes in off the bench and, provides some value in the game. But for the most part, we do not see Kyle Anderson play these type of minutes. 31 minutes, 22 points, 80% from the field. Yes, he didn't shoot any threes, but he was 6 out of 7 from free throw line, 8 rebounds. Just really helped to drag the Jazz into providing a decent offensive performance throughout, at the very least, the first 3 quarters of this game. Really liked what he was able to give throughout this game, Kyle Anderson. Um, and maybe we might see more of him in the future. I get it. The Jazz really want to develop the younger guys and give them opportunity to have more minutes. But just overall, it'd be good to see him there. Then to probably our second best player, the guy here that really surprised me there. That's right, Cody Williams. 26 minutes, 18 points. I thought Cody was really good in this game. 40% from three, hit a couple of threes in the fourth quarter. 80% from free throw line. He kept that. Just a really good performance from him. Yes, he wasn't creating anything for himself or for other people. I just don't think he's got the skills for that. But when he was able to get the ball, he did what he needed to do. Aggressive, driving to the rim and just nailed down shots. It was a good performance from him. Like actually a really good performance. And I have no criticisms to say about Cody. But when you're thinking, should you trade Cody? I think now you have to start thinking, hmm, maybe you don't. Maybe you give him some more time. Um, but yeah, we'll have to see how time goes on. Walter Clayton Jr. Yeah, he played 30 minutes out this game, but yeah, I expected more from Walt. Like I thought Walt would have probably had closer to about 14 points. 9 in that 30 minutes wasn't great. 2 out of 6 from the field isn't good. Yeah, I just expected more out of Walt. And then for the Clippers, I mean, like we could talk about several of the young players, Jan Conan Niederhauser, I thought kind of outperformed Filipowski. But the guy that we got to talk about first is Kawhi Leonard. Really good, consistent game throughout the whole game, like nailed down shots when needed to be. And to be fair, throughout most of this game, it was really about Kawhi Leonard and James Harden throughout most of the game. But in the fourth quarter, Kawhi Leonard woke up and he kind of just buried the Jazz with those threes. Like I think he hit like 2 or 3. I think he hit about three threes in that fourth quarter, and that's what really finished off the Jazz. But again, Kawhi Leonard's a superstar, an NBA champ, and he did the performance that we expect from Kawhi Leonard, and just good. You got to give him a round of applause for that. Thought James Harden had a good game as well. Again, similar to James Harden, similar to Kawhi, did what he needed to do. Um, but again, like you probably would have expected a more efficient performance. I'd probably say. Same thing that goes with Kawhi. Like it wasn't an efficient performance. Like the team was just there to build to give opportunities to them to, and they just had tons of chances and did what they needed to do. But I would have expected more from, particularly from James Harden. Kawhi in the end, like finished pretty well in that fourth quarter. Like he got super efficient. And then I got to talk about Kobe Saunders. Like rookie came on, shot a couple of threes, looked really nice. 40% from three, ended the game, nailed down a couple of twos as well. And I saw in preseason, Kobe Saunders was dangerous. I remember all the draft boards from last year. Every report talked about Kobe Saunders, the fact that he was going for the Clippers, he was going to be a big one for them. I think he's a very good player there. Um, I don't know if he gets a lot of opportunities with the Clippers just because I don't watch too much Clippers games, but very good player there for the Clippers, Kobe Saunders, and that skill of shooting the three. I mean, like just in general, he's just a very good shooter overall. So I want to give big shout out to him. But for me, I think that is probably it in terms of my thoughts on the game. But I just want to say to everybody, thank you very much for watching me. I see that there are 5 people there watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. It does help the channel out, does help to reach out to a lot more other people. I do watch long content on this channel. I also do some analysis that I'm getting back into. I just need to update some data with my Power BI dashboard before I start doing some analysis. But really, once we get to about halfway in the season, that is when I'll have enough data to really go into some analysis and we could really start checking out some stuff. And then you start getting some more longer content besides the watch along content. But do subscribe to the channel to kind of get that content there as well. But yeah. Now there aren't any more comments there in the chat, but if there are any more comments there to the 5 people that are watching, speak now or forever hold your peace. Please leave a comment before I kind of end the stream. Going once, going twice, sold. Okay, well, I just want to say, first of all, I'm going to give a round of applause to the 5 people that actually stayed there. throughout the stream and watch. I know at one point it went up to 11, but these 5 people there really appreciate it. Super, super, super loyal. So I want to give the fans a shout out. But you will see me again on what today's Thursday. Uh, you will see me again on Saturday. We got the Warriors next, Golden State Warriors. So I'll be there for that Jazz game, and then we can watch that unless there is any games tomorrow or well today since it's after midnight that I might want to watch. But I think it's unlikely that I'll do a watch along today, but it'll most likely be tomorrow for the Golden State Warriors game against the Jazz. But thank you once again for watching. Please do comment, like, and subscribe as always, and I will see you again tomorrow.